How did the 1860 Democratic split cause the Civil War? Imagine a country on the brink of chaos, with its biggest political party torn in two. That's exactly what happened in 1860 when the Democratic Party split right down the middle. This division played a huge role in leading to the Civil War. The Democrats had been the dominant party for many years, but their views on slavery created deep disagreements. Northern Democrats mostly supported popular sovereignty, meaning settlers in new territories could decide if they wanted slavery or not. Southern Democrats, however, wanted the federal government to protect slavery everywhere, no matter what. At the Democratic National Convention in 1860, these differences exploded. Southern delegates refused to back the Northern candidate, Stephen A. Douglas, because they didn't agree with his stance on popular sovereignty. Instead, they walked out and held their own convention. There, they nominated Vice President John C. Breckinridge on a platform that fully supported slavery. This split the Democratic vote into two parts, one for Douglas in the North and one for Breckinridge in the South. This division made it easier for the Republican Party to win the election. The Republicans, led by Abraham Lincoln, opposed the spread of slavery into new territories. Lincoln's victory was seen as a threat by Southern leaders. They believed that with Lincoln in the White House, their way of life and their economic interests were in danger. Many Southern states felt they had no choice but to leave the Union. They started to secede, forming the Confederate States of America. The split in the Democratic Party showed how deeply divided the country was over slavery. It weakened the political unity needed to keep the nation together. Because the Democrats could not unite behind a single candidate, Lincoln was elected, and that tipped the scales toward secession. The Southern states saw Lincoln's win as a sign that their interests would no longer be protected in the federal government. This fear pushed them to break away, which set the stage for the Civil War. So, the Democratic split in 1860 caused the Civil War by exposing the growing sectional differences, splitting the vote, and making Southern leaders feel they had no choice but to leave the Union. It was a key moment that made conflict almost unavoidable.